Everything you see, everything you feel is actually sourced from the vast stillness that is eternal bliss, that is nirvana, that is God, that is consciousness, whatever, take your pick. The creator, the oneness, awareness. That's what you are already. So any feelings or any experiences you're having that feel like that's not the case for you, or that's excluding you from that awareness in this moment, is a setup. It's a setup of conditioning. Because the truth is, you're already home. You're already this vast stillness. And the thing that is separating you from that is the virtual reality of thoughts and conditionings that are leaving you outside of that experience. And those virtual reality of thoughts are creating a veil of which you are seeing and experiencing each moment. And those thoughts and experiences and all of those storytellings, they all have 3 layers to them. The first layer is the chat in the head. The constant thought stream. The second layer is the emotionality field. The emotions, fear, anxiety, doubt, all kinds of sensation that equals emotion. And then there's a third layer to each of this virtual reality, which is physical sensations in the body. They're dense or acute points in the body, usually in the chest or in the solar plex or under the rib cage or behind the shoulder blades. They're these dense knots, not so much as a muscle knot. They're like something, sometimes they feel cloudy or they feel obscured or they feel acute, but they move around. It's some kind of dense, dull, achy sensation in the body that you've had for many, many, many years. It's probably been in the background the whole time. Those are the 3 layers of the projected reality, keeping you separate from the truth that you're already God in heaven. So to penetrate those 3 layers, you have many tools available. At the level of the ongoing thought stream, endless stories of thought, you have inquiry. The inquiry that I do in my classes or in my private sessions, or that Adyashanti does, or that Byron Katie does. There are tremendous tools out there of inquiry to challenge and penetrate the thought layer. In the emotional layer, we also have many, many tools. We have EMT or tapping, which is a kind of an emotional release. We have all kinds of therapies and the healing modalities that equal release. Some of them are, my very personal favorite is the Ho'oponopono, which is such an effortless and beautiful process that I use a lot. But there are many, many emotional release techniques to unwind that. And then you're left with that physical, dull, achy sensation. Many of us have spent time with energetic healers or acupuncturists to kind of unload a little bit of that, and they can certainly help. Cranial sacral, massage, all these sorts of things that can help release that tension in the body. But ultimately, there's only one thing that's going to penetrate it completely, which is your awareness. So in the same way that you're aware of this YouTube that you're watching, that you can be aware of the breath, if I asked you to be aware of the breath, you can move that same awareness and you can put that awareness on that physical sensation and you can actually touch it. So I talk a lot about that in my blogs. We do a lot of that in my private sessions and we do a lot of that in my healing. But ultimately, it's going to take your tender awareness actually touching those physical sensations to move them. And as you unwind each of those layers, you get closer and closer and closer to being aware that you're here. You're already God in heaven. So the quick way to do it is to just drop all of the storyline and bring your awareness into the sensations of the body. And from that place, Allow whatever sensation wants to arise. Welcome it. And chances are you'll have a minute to 3 minutes of that before those very aggressive storylines begin again. And in those 3 moments, you can remind yourself and be remembering that you're actually already here. The healing work that's required for you to feel it permanently takes a few more years.